Hey, this is Matt from SpeedScale, and in this brief video, I'm going to show you how to replace a JWT buried in your traffic using SpeedScale's Smart Replace feature. Smart Replace is basically like a find and replace in a word processor, except with a little bit of nuance. It actually takes a value that we see in the request, and every time we see that further on in the traffic, we replace it with whatever the server returns in that same spot in the traffic. So, great example of this is like a login transaction where you send a user credentials and in return you get a JWT access token, but that token has to be used in a lot of different places. And so you don't want to go hunt those down with transforms, you just want us to go find it. So that's what we're going to do in this video. I'm going to use a demo app conveniently named Smart Replace Demo. And I have already a pre-recorded snapshot of this demo running. You can go do this yourself using the Proximoc record command, which we have other videos about that. Now, once I have this in SpeedScale Cloud, I click on the login transaction, and I see just the sort of situation I was talking about earlier, where the client sends a request with some email and password information, and it gets back an access token. Very common pattern. Now, to solve this, I want our client, meaning our generator, to replace this token in every subsequent request. So to do that, I'm going to click this pencil icon. I'm going to click Smart Replace, and I'm going to say Smart Replace Recorded. I'm going to say we do want to overwrite. It doesn't really matter for this case, but then I'm going to go and I'm going to hit Save. And now I see that in my response body, I'm going to take whatever value the server returns in that token JSON, and I'll replace that in all future requests. So this will show up in like my bearer headers in subsequent requests. They'll all get replaced with the proper token. Now I'm going to go ahead and save that, which I did, and then I'm going to get the snapshot ID, and I'm going to pull it down to my local desktop, and I'm going to run a quick replay to show what I mean. So to pull the snapshot down, I'm going to do Proximoc Cloud pull snapshot with that snapshot there. Now this is going to pull down not only the snapshot itself, but also the metadata, that transform data, and Proximoc is smart enough to run that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to run my demo in one console. This is just a node process, and it's just going to answer some requests. And then I'm going to do a replay of the traffic that we recorded against my actual application. So I'm going to get a new token, and so it should be that Proximoc correctly replaces that in all subsequent requests. So we'll go ahead and run that. It's going to go through its testing process here. I can see that a bunch of requests were run against it. These are the exact ones that were in the traffic snapshot I just showed. I'm going to run the Proximoc, or actually I'll just look at it with a text editor. If I go and look at the text editor here, I see two artifacts. The first one is the snapshot that I pulled down, and you can go and look at all the requests that are here. And we notice here that we get back a response that says, here's a token, for instance. So this is a token that we're going to need to replace right here. Now, if this worked, then in all of my different files, meaning all the different requests that were made, I should be able to see that this token was replaced. And I see here that it happened in multiple requests, meaning that Proximoc replaced it in the next request. It knew to use that token in the bearer slot down the line. So anyway, that's an example of Smart Replace. That's how to use it concretely, and I hope this was helpful. Thank you.